G'day guys, welcome to another video on Fight and Sports Talk. So in boxing news today, we had a press conference to announce the fight between Nikita Tszyu and Ben Mahoney from Queensland. The fight will take place on the 26th of August on the Gold Coast. It'll be at the Gold Coast Convention Centre. The fight has been billed as a IBF World Title Eliminator in the 154-pound super welterweight or junior middleweight division. So it's quite an important fight for both fighters. At the moment, they're both ranked inside the top 10 with the IBF. Nikita Tszyu's number 7 and Ben Mahoney's number 9. Now with that, keeping in mind that the IBF in that division currently have the positions number 1 and 2 vacant. They often do that through the different weight divisions for their own reasons with it. But even though Tszyu is number 7 and Mahoney number 9, I heard at the press conference today, Mahoney said that they'll be both ranked higher than that come fight time. I know on the weekend, Josh Kelly defeated, I think it's Agi Kako. Apologies if I've pronounced that incorrect. But Agi Kako was number 4, but that was before the fight on the weekend. And so he may drop down the rankings, and both Nikita Tszyu and Ben Mahoney may go a bit higher. Certainly if it's an IBF World Title Eliminator, you would think so. But either way, the winner of this fight will be in a position to fight Josh Kelly for that IBF 154-pound title. Even though Nikita has said in the past, and I think even today, that he will take that step, all things going to plan, with a victory against Mahoney, he'll take that step when he thinks he's ready and when his coach, Igor, advises that he'll be ready. But this fight with Ben Mahoney is certainly going to be no walkover for Nikita Tszyu. I think you could say that it is equally his toughest fight so far to date. I think back a few years ago when he fought Dylan Biggs, I think that was equally as tough leading into that fight. Nikita got dropped in the first round but came through and ended up stopping Biggs. So I think that fight was just as tough as this one is going to be against Ben Mahoney. So Ben Mahoney came from a Muay Thai background. He didn't have an amateur boxing background. It was Muay Thai. And I'd just been watching a few of his Muay Thai fights, and it was quite interesting to look at. He didn't have a traditional Muay Thai style where you'll find guys will be on their back foot, looking to be in a position to land powerful kicks, but also check kicks with their front leg. He didn't have that type of style. He tended to use his feet a lot more and move around the ring. And it was more of a boxer's style, as in Western boxer's style, in his Muay Thai. So he has a base there with stuff, and he's certainly going to be tough coming from Muay Thai, having trained properly in Thailand, not beach holiday training, but actually up in the north. So he's certainly got that background and is a tough competitor. But also looking through Ben Mahoney's record, it isn't as solid a record so far as opponents as what Nikita Tszyu is. Nikita has fought so many undefeated opponents. He's had a pretty tough ride to date so far in terms of his selected opponents, but Ben Mahoney is more so like a lot of guys that are coming through when they're managed well. They'll be guided through the different levels and not taking too many massive risks, but still being tested, and you can see that in his record. He did have a fight with Benjamin Hussein, and he broke Benjamin Hussein's jaw. So that's certainly something to look back at. But he also had a draw, which I don't think it was too long ago, a draw with Koa Mazudia, who's a fantastic Australian boxer. And so that's a little bit of a guide, because Nikita Tszyu, only a couple of fights ago, also fought Koa Mazudia. So there's that common opponent there that we can look off. But with Nikita Tszyu, we know what we're going to get. He's a strong, come-forward fighter, boxer, puncher, pressure fighter. I guess since he's been pro, he's kind of been renowned for being delivering power shots, but he is a very capable boxer, as he was in his amateur days. So it's not all just about power. Nikita can certainly box. The only concern or sort of interesting point leading into this fight is the inactivity that Nikita Tszyu's had. When I was looking at the statistics on BoxRec, in the last 1 year and 10 months, he's only had 9 rounds of fighting in that time. So what's that, 22 months, and he's had 9 rounds. So compared to the rest of his career, that's quite inactive. And it was happening because of injuries. He's had the hand injury and different things as well going on in his family life. So he wasn't as active in this last 22 months as he was early in his career. However, also when you look at Ben Mahoney's record, he's actually quite inactive. He's only been having probably an average of 2 fights a year for the past 4 or 5 years, so he isn't as active. But this fight has just been announced. Although time flies, it's only actually 4 weeks away. 4 weeks from tonight. Yeah, away. So I'm not going to give a prediction for the fight. There's still a few things that will play out and have a look at the fighters a little bit more. But it's boxing news. August 26th on the Gold Coast, Nikita Tszyu will take on Ben Mahoney. So comment down below, guys, if you have any thoughts on this fight. And stay tuned for the next video. Thanks a lot.